An E-Team exclusive.
Delayed justice sometimes getting in the way of rebuilding a life. Just weeks ago, Cuyahoga County approved a $4.5 million payment to the so-called East Cleveland 3. That payment settles a federal civil lawsuit that the men filed after serving 20 years in prison for a crime they didn't do. The E-Team's Kevin Barry explains why, even after being let out of prison, proving that person should get the compensation can be incredibly hard.
The pool balls bouncing around the table give you a good idea for what it's like to be Anthony Lemons and Daryl Houston.
Every turn I win, I lose. It puts so much mental strain on me and my family.
They're bounced from court to court in a world of lawyers and fine print.
Just wins and losses on wordplay, and I don't know what you can do to get compensated.
Compensated because the court found prosecutors withheld evidence during Lemons' trial in 1995. After 18 years behind bars, Lemons is battling in the Ohio Supreme Court to get around $1 million.
Winning back my freedom was a big step. I appreciate that. But I actually need to be compensated so I can restart my life.
Houston was released after serving 20 years in prison for murder before charges were dropped during his retrial. He wasn't paid for another 5 years.
And they used all their resources to keep appealing it.
Ohio law says people who are wrongly imprisoned are entitled to compensation if the prosecutor gives up the right to appeal.
Bad shot.
For Houston and Lemons, that's held up potential payments for years. Houston and Lemons say it's not about just getting a big payout. After 20 years in prison, they say people who are let out may not have a conviction to battle, but they still don't have any money, work history, and often they don't have the guidance to enter back into society. In Cleveland, I'm Kevin Barry for the E-Team.
Daryl ultimately was paid nearly $1 million and used some of that money to open up a car wash and detailing shop where he helps kids stay out of prison and employs people who need help. Anthony says he's still struggling, but wants to open a re-entry program if he ever sees that money.